How'd this thing slip past my vetting? This is a Ford F550. I don't usually work on these things. It's equipped with a 6.7 liter turbine powered power stroke Ford diesel right there. It's a nice engine. I like those 6.7s. I actually like them better than the Duramaxes. They're easier to work on. It's definitely a heavy duty truck. Look at the 2x4s. Very common actually on these upfit type of beds. They'll slap a frame rail on, or a 2x4 across the frame rail, and then U-bolt the service bodies on it. This thing is here because customer states the vehicle has a massive engine oil leak. So we're gonna kind of take a look and see what the dealio is. Let's fire this thing up here. Key in, key on. We've got 140,639 miles on the odometer. Starting the engine. Let's see what we get here. She's running. We've got a check engine light. I'm gonna take a look at that. Yeah, what we're gonna do first here is we're gonna back this behemoth up, nose it into the shop. I'm gonna see if I can't inspect what's going on with these engine oil leaks. We'll give this thing a good look over and see what we can do about estimating or repairing the situation. So stay tuned. This is gonna be a very good heavy duty truck video. All right, we're kind of gonna nose it in under the Jeep right here. We've got another Ford over there. I think that one's got a blown up engine or cracked cylinder head. Let's see here. Let's pop the hood here. Let's take a look under the hood, shutting down. We'll grab the scan tool in a momento, see what those DTCs are. Let's see here. Where's my Ford latch? There it is. 13 quarts, 540. Okay, yeah, there's some, see some oil here. Engage surface of the sun mode, illuminations. Yeah, we've got a bunch of oil up here on top. Let's see what's going on down below. The engine oil leaks are, oh wow. Yeah, there's a bunch of oil leaking. Everything's covered in it down here. This whole, yeah, whole bottom of the motor. I see a bunch up there on the bottom of the cylinder head. See that? Right there, that's all cylinder head. There's a crap load of oil on this thing. Oh yeah, it's running all down the exhaust, down the back of the truck. There's a boatload of it. All right. So where's it coming from and why? It's like it's firing the oil out of it. Let's see, anything up front? No. Let's get the scan tool right quick. Let's see what the scanner says about that trouble code before I get too distracted. Let us see what the problem is on the Ford. I've got a feeling that we've got some emissions failures. Plug that guy in. Huh. Come on, scan tool. Key it on. Copyright off. Such soothing Ford alarm tones. Driver door ajar. The door's not ajar, it's a door. Silly thing. Okay, 17 Ford 550, 6.7 turbo diesel, 140,000, 642 on the clock. Patience. Down to engine. I've learned patience. ECU needs to be determined. I didn't need to know that. Scanner, just do it. Codes menu. Show me the codes. Go to memory codes. Key on engine running. Blah blah blah. Okay. Particulate filter regen incomplete. Bank 1 pending. That's our exhaust filter. AC refrigerant pressure sensor circuit A low. And low oil pressure lamp control circuit. So that's the code for the control circuit for the low oil pressure here, which there's a warning light that keys on. See the little red oil can right there? That's the warning light, but I don't see one for oil pressure. Let's check something. I know what this is. This thing has a plugged crankcase vent, I bet you. That's this assembly right here, the CCV. Here's how we're gonna prove it. Yep. Let it build up for a second. A little blow by there. It's not a blow by thing, I don't think. I think it's a clogged CCV assembly. Fairly common on these. Yep. I need to fetch my Ford expert real quick. He's going to tell us what's going on here. Where's A-Rod at? Hello, sir.
Hello.
Would you care to teach us something about a Ford?
How can I help
Do you have the knowledge?
How can I be of assistance?
I have this 550 over here. It's a 6.7. That's right in your wheelhouse. And when I take the oil fill cap off when it's running, it goes and a bunch of pressure comes out. Yeah, I know you know. I know what it is. He knows what it is. Do you know what it is? Come tell us what it is.
So, these trucks, let's go over to the truck.
Okay, let's go to the truck. Come on, guys, let's go.
Here are the tracks.
You gonna show us on this one?
This is a 22. You see what the box looks like.
Yep.
Okay. Now, this just came off the street 2 hours away. Nothing.
Nothing, okay.
All right, now let's go look at yours.
Yeah, mine goes poof.
So this box, see how there's a bunch of perimeter bolts all the way around?
Yes.
That has a cover on it and a filter. And when that filter gets stopped up with oil and just the coagulations of oil and moisture and condensation, it gets stopped up.
Yeah.
When we take these off, the filter in the box, you're going to be thinking, like, there's no way that that should weigh that much.
Uh-huh.
This thing is so saturated that it'll wind up stopping up the flow and blowing oil out of the seals, blowing the oil fill cap off, blowing
Okay.
seals out that you didn't even know you had. Like this, I'm pushing down on the cap right now. Oh, is it not that hot? Oh. When it was really hot yesterday, it was real bad.
Yeah, it's cold engine right now. We're cold start.
That is not right.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, let's pull the CCV box and take it apart and look inside. I mean, it's got bolts on it, right? We can inspect it?
Oh, yeah.
Let's pull it apart and see what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
That is why you keep knowledgeable company. Networking at its finest. So we're shut down. Okay, so we're gonna dig out this CCV box. It's covered in oil. I don't like it. This right here is the fuel filter. I mean, obviously we have to take that off of there, and then we'll unbolt this unit, plop the thing out. We'll take it apart and see what kind of destruction is found with it. First, I'm gonna remove this charge pipe right here. This is charge air from the right down there. That's the liquid to air intercooler, or liquid to liquid. Yeah, there's no air in there. Yeah, that's liquid. And it's for the turbo. And then this one, way over here, can't reach it. Also not very tight. Yeah, this is nasty. This is definitely a glove type of job here. I'm firing up my grip tensities. Available at rainmanauto.com and in the merch shelf down below. That's for you guys in case you want some. The 4-packs, those are a good deal. I'll sell you a 1-pack. I'll sell you 2 by the case if you want to. We have lots and lots of shop supplies. And that will end my moment of shameless self-promotion. Let's get this, it's not really a humidity type of day that's conducive to gloves, as you can see. Yeah, all right. Let's get underneath this boost pipe here with a pick. Try to peel the thing off. Don't want to poke holes in it though. That would be uber bad. Come on, what are we doing in there? It does not want to release. Oh, I just dropped my socket. Come on. This Ford just ate a snap-on socket. See that? Bunch of oil inside the boost tube. It's fairly normal-ish. So I'm gonna have to remove this fuel filter right here. These little connectors can be quite fragile and are easily damaged, so be very careful if you are taking these off on your own vehicle. If you break these connectors, you got to change the whole line. That would be bad. Okay. Unconnect you. There's some fuel spillage. And then this blue one, that one's next. I need to take this one off down here at the bottom, because I think I'm gonna break this. It might actually already be broken, flashlight. This piece of tape on it right here. That's a lot. There's so much crust on these parts, so much oil buildup. Disgusting. So much nasty in that connector that it won't release. You need to clean all the shmoo out of the holes inside the connector to get it to come out. Hope that's good. Just push the tabs, and it's still, I can't push that green release tab over, not by hand, it's just not going in. Let me get behind it. Got a little pick right here. I'm pushing the tabs back with my finger, left hand fingers, and then try to, there we go, pop that thing out some. There, that's it. And this is just for the fuel filter. There she is. Okay, so with this business out of the way, this filter, I think it's gonna rotate and then it'll pop free. Okay, that's our second fuel filter. There's two of them on this vehicle. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull off this fuel feed line right here as well. That's kind of in the way. It's got two clips on it like the other lines, and it pops towards us this direction. There we go. Okay, those guys are, that's removed. And this one, stick that over there. Stay right there. Very good. Thing's buried a little bit. Okay, so we've got this hose here. Just gotta pull that guy off. Built-in quick release. And now we need to unbolt. Okay, so looking right a little bit, underneath, we're under the firewall area. Let me back you up so you can see where we are in the vehicle. So under the firewall, there's gonna be a few bolts that bolt this thing down to this valve cover. One of them is down here behind this wire that we can't really see. Yeah, one of them's right there. I think there's 3 or 4 total. So let's get all the fasteners removed. They should be 10s. Yep. Nope. Yep. Okay, there's one of those units. And then the other two, they're farther back a little bit. So when I go back there, probably gonna obstruct your visuals, but yeah, right there. You see one of them right there, and then there's another one like right here. Got my finger on it. So I need to get those two removed, and then that box should come out. Got one. I feel like I'm gonna drop this one. Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop it. It's close. Dropped it. It hit the ground. I got it. No worries. Okay, so box should be completely unbolted here. And it's not. I'm missing one somewhere. Oh, I see it. It's over here behind that fuel filter bowl. It's right in there. I see you. There we go. Now we're disconnected. Here's our crankcase ventilation filter box assembly. CCV. There's a bunch of oil right there. I hope that's normal. That's a lot of oil right there. Look at that. This is like the intake manifold. Yeah, I hope that's okay. Anyway, let's take this thing over to the bench. Let's pull the lid off of it and see what's inside. Let's see how accurate A-Rod's assessment is. I don't know. I'm not seeing what I thought we were. Oh yeah, there we go. There's our filter. Whoa. That's not a filter anymore. That's just disintegrating. This is what's inside of your engine. I mean, it used to be a filter, but that thing is so plugged up. Wow. It's just falling apart. I expected a bunch of crusty carbon, but yeah, this is completely saturated filter media. It's brittle too. It's just disintegrating. Okay, well, we need a new one of these, I guess. We'll probably put fuel filters in it. Oh my. Yeah, that's all oil in there. Yeah, he wasn't kidding. Oh yeah, right in the middle of it, look, liquid oil right there. That's liquid oil. So it made its way all past this filter media. That's where the oil is going. It can't breathe into the intake stream and release crankcase pressure because these filters are plugged, so the crankcase is building excessive pressure and it's pushing oil out past the seals. Now that doesn't mean the seals are bad unless they were already leaking prior to this event. Theoretically, oil passing past the seals isn't really going to hurt anything. So if we correct the cause of the overpressure, it should cause the other oil leaks to stop unless there's another fault somewhere else. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get I'm gonna get a CCV assembly ordered. Probably got to get that from the dealership. We're gonna do fuel filters on this, and we'll go from there and then see what happens. Alrighty, one delivery later, we have a new CCV box assembly. I am not going to take it apart to show the clean filters inside. That seems like it's some silliness. So up here on this intake manifold slash top of this valve cover, yes, they use the valve covers as the intake. They're hollow inside. I cleaned out that little pool of oil business there. Aaron tells me that that's fairly normal for those to fill up when these things have become clogged. So all we have to do is clean it out. What I'm gonna do is throw some oil on this O-ring here. I got it out of the intake manifold. That'll just help to lubricate that O-ring as it goes inside of that hole. and we just simply reverse procedure here. Pop that thing in like so. That's good, and then drop the bolts in. I saw some comments. Folks were saying, you know, I could shorten some of these videos up by not showing the fasteners going in and out. And I took a poll on that once upon a time, and folks said that they don't mind the bolt sequences because the people that are doing these jobs themselves and using my videos to help them like guide through, they kind of want to know where the bolts are and where they go. And for the folks that are not interested in seeing the fasteners, just use the fast forward button. That way everybody can kind of get what they're looking for out of the content. Some people are here for the jokes. Some people are here to learn how to do it. Some people are here for the commentary. And on occasion, we even get a little bit of politics out of the deal. Now, I'm not saying it's political commentary or opinion. I'm usually just here to denounce Marxism and fascism since nobody else wants to, and it's got to be done. That one's in. But I try to keep the commentary on the politics to a minimum so as to not offend people. But on occasion, you gotta break a few eggs. I'm all for provoking the unhinged. If we can drive them nuts, then it reduces their power. And that's a good thing. Tampering with people's fragile snowflakes emotions. I'm just babbling on at this point. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. I work on cars for a living. There we go. Put that fuel line on. Okay, so this is good. This one, let's give it some oil on that O-ring. I know there's enough oil saturation everywhere all around. It's probably a moot point, but couldn't hurt. Okay, that guy snapped on. Let's get a fuel filter, drop that in, connect it, and then we'll do the boost. Filter goes in same as the old one. A little bit sideways like so. Drop it down and then rotate. It's gonna lock it in. And then we can fit the fuel lines however they become orientated. That goes there. Snap. And then the big one. Wiggle, come on. This one, you kind of have to put both ends on simultaneously. Snapped, good. And then the flimsy one, this goes to the fuel injectors. This is the injector return circuit. See, these fuel injectors, they're under immense fuel pressure. Well, that pressure creates heat, and the system deals with that heat by using the actual fuel, the bypass fuel in the injector, to cool it off. So all the fuel going to the injector, it's not all used. Some of it keeps on going past it. That's going to pick up heat, and then that just returns it to the filter here, and it completes the circle of life. So that's all back together. Let's get our intake boost tube slash pipe reinserted. That goes in there. Slide this thing down through here. Oh, get on there, you. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Wrong size socket. 7 millimeters. Puts the pipe in the hole. Turn the clamp, so I can get socket on the clamp. I have to kind of hold this pipe in some. It wants to retract. That's annoying. This might be the part where you want to fast forward. Yeah, it's all oily, so all the stuff just moves around. It's super lubricated. No. Let me climb up here. Getting into my work now. I need to figure out how to not lose my stuff. Try something different. I just can't seem to get this tool on there. I think we're there. Here we go. Nope, it's gonna slip right off. What do I do? Send it. That's good. All right, let's fire it up. We're gonna key it on, fill up the fuel pump, fuel filter. We'll change the other filter in a moment. Okay. One more cycle, off, on, doo-doo-doo. Beginning engine starting sequence now. Okay, moment of truth. All right. Got it. Beautiful. That's the fix. Now, in theory, it should stop blowing oil out of all the seals everywhere, and this thing can be cleaned up. We'll pressure wash it, I think. Throw some soap on it. I think we're good to go here. Down here on the rear, there's some leaf springs. Here's our fuel tank. The first fuel filter is this rectangular canister business right here. So we take the perimeter bolts out of it. I've already drained the fluid out of the water drain valve here. So we just pull these bolts out. They're all 8 millimeters in size. Last one. So with these guys detached here, this thing should just kind of go to this one. I don't think so. It's being stubborn. There we go. Done about the fuel. Come out, filter. I may need something to yank on, prying device or something here. Should just pull down, I think. Pry some. No. Why can I not make you come out? It's dripping fuel into my armpit. There. That's it. Okay, this filter is not looking too horrible. Well, we're changing it anyway. Beautiful. Coming in, new filter. Yeah, once the filter comes out, they don't go back in. That's kind of my rule of thumb here. We got a new one. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Rolling around, trying to get a hold of this without contaminating anything with some dirt. Protect your engine, replace with Motocraft. It says so on the thing. Push that back in. That's good, just like so. Climbing back in again. I've got the lid here and I've cleaned out the inside of it with some brake parts cleaner. It's got a new gasket around the seal or the perimeter here. So we just fit this thing into position. Oh, wait a minute. I did something wrong. I did something silly wrong. I'm supposed to clip these clips into this lid. Let me back this up and do this properly. Bear with me here, y'all. Sorry. I'm not a Ford guy. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, this thing slides into that lid, then clips in. So when I pulled the lid off, the filter should have come out with it, but it did not. There, that's how it goes. Click. Right is there. There we go. Now, not all the Fords have this filter on the very back. Some of them are on the frame rail, like under the driver's seat. Not all of them are square or rectangle shaped as well. Some of them are circular. It depends on the year model of the vehicle. All right, let's climb on out of here. Look at that. That oil made its way all the way back here. So this thing needs like an undercarriage pressure wash. That may or may not be an axle seal leak, but we can't tell just because of all the saturation. So yeah, this truck needs super duper washed. That way, if it's got any other leaks, we'll be able to find them. But since everything is covered in oil right now, there's no determination to be made if there's additional leaks that need to be addressed. I'm out of here. Whoa. Hatless Ray. What do you guys think? Aaron cut my hair. I think it's super pretty. Speaking of super pretty, there you are. What's up, darling? No. Yeah, that one. Yeah, he's pretty too.
That one,
yeah, you're pretty too. We like you.
Took my clothes off for you.
Are you done? Are you about done?
My commitment for automotive repairs has been fulfilled.
Oh, good.
So I am no longer in my costume and I'm in normal people clothes.
I see. What's your shirt say? I like that one. Yeah, I have the same shirt. Well, I'll tell you what, when I back this thing out and we call them and tell them it's done, then my commitment for the day is also complete. So we may have an early Friday.
Early out.
It's our first early Friday in months, like forever. So yeah, we're out of here. Okay, restart time yet again. 3, 4, 5, that should be good. I'm gonna let it run for a little while, get some heat built up. We're gonna pop that the cover off one more time, make sure there's no pressure in there. Let's just check it. Nada, we're not blowing anything out. Yeah, we'll let it come up and check it one more time. This one is good to go. So that being said, you guys, if you got a horrible oil leak on your Ford, don't trade it in just yet. You might just need a CCV filter. Let me know what you think about this video and this repair and these gloves in the comment section down below. Do not forget to stop by rainmanauto.com to check out some of my Olights and other shop supplies and things of that nature. I've also got some tools, new stuff on the way. Comment on this video what you think about the website construction so far. I've been building it for a couple of years now. We've got some goals in mind. I'm trying to reach them. So your feedback really helps me with how we build this out. Anyway, back to this particular video's ending. As always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Appreciate you being here. And no, I could not locate that missing 8mm socket. It's under the turbo. So we're chalking that one up as a loss. Tax deduction. See you guys later in a video, in a day, in transmission.